All right. And let's see what this day has in store for us now. All right. Before we continue with this, I'm going to do a warm-up. All right? I'm going to draw an iconic female superhero. No, sa, X2. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, sorry I couldn't be here yesterday. Normally I just I'm here every single day. But, for some reason my body decided to, get sick on me. And, you can't stream, you can't paint and get harassed by minors on the internet when when your body is just aching and you're coughing and your headache is so bad. And I think at one point I had a headache. I had a fever so bad. I could feel it in the back of my eyeballs. It was bad. No, yeah, oof. And you know what the worst part is? My boss offered to get an Uber for me, but me, like an idiot, I just walked my way home. And you already know how the New York transportation system is. But I'm here now. And we are at 117 subscribers. Yeah! Yeah! Finally, something good happened today. You know what? I think after I get everything stabilized in my new job, I could possibly, have some people on for interviews. If that's possible. If that's even possible. Because I don't want to make false promises. I could have had Christian Neon, but for some reason, no. I think I should try that. Just DM. But, ever played Nimbus? Limbus, or heard of it? Yeah, Limbus Company. Acid. You know what? Mr. Acid. Yeah, I think, what's his name? Is it Noah or Milo? Milo talks about it all the time. I mean, hey, whatever makes your soul sing. Me, I'm 26. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit closed-minded. And by the way, if you hear me coughing in if you hear me coughing throughout the stream, that is just, that's just me being sick. I'm the Noah guy. Nice. Oh wait, hold on. could have Ryan on again. It's been a while since I talked to him. I miss him. You know, hold on. And I think that's it. That is all. Okay, we're back. Acidic trauma. What's up? What's up? Is Noah still here or did he leave? I think he's still here. Sorry about that. I needed to set up my links more. I just decided to, just set it up, get it out the way. I think he's still here. Noah, if you're still here, type something. Type a hot take. I'll be gone soon. Ah, well. Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go, man. You'll stay for as long as possible? Yeah. Hot take, yes. I'm in the middle of watching TADC episode 7. Cool. So cute. You know what? Take your time. In the meantime, I will share mine. Pineapple on pizza is delicious. It's an underrated topping, and people shit on it just so they could be cool. They don't actually, Alright, goodbye. Before you go, like and subscribe, please. Goodbye, Noah. But yeah, no, that's my hot take. Pineapple on pizza is a very underrated, Hawaiian pizza is a very underrated topping, very underrated pizza topping. It's really delicious, and people hate on it just so they can seem cool, but really, they're just being closed-minded and cringe. I like pineapple on pizza. It is honestly my favorite topping. Honestly, you get, if you get a pan pizza from Domino's and just have it be Hawaiian, dude. Pizza. Hey, I see another person of culture. Another person of culture. Amazing. Alright. You know what? Don't worry about me. I'm just looking for reference. Just looking for reference. Alright. Let's get to it. Yeah, also for those who were here, I noticed that the stream has been would disconnect sometimes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That is just, I don't know what's wrong with the internet, but it's just been screwy. It has just been real screwy. Just a little warm up before I get the creative juices flowing. You know, for Wonder Woman, you know, I don't know. I always envisioned Wonder Woman to have like a very she's a very strong woman, and a very strong woman who is like, you know, she's like, you know, the divine feminine and all that. I feel like she should just have a strong nose, right? A good strong nose. A good strong nose. One, it's like Wonder Woman is like very based off of Greek culture and like Greek women. Last time I checked, Greek women have pretty strong noses. Oh, actually no. It's actually Roman. Then again, you know, who cares? It's lonely in here, but we ball. We ball. Bro. TWSTTTT. What does that mean? Anyways, hi. Sup, Rose? What it do? Happy Friday. Yeah, by the way, Rose, before you ask, as to why I was out yesterday, easy. I was sick. Insanely sick. It was pretty bad. But, we back. Granted, I don't really feel all that great. I'm not exactly 100%. But, hey, nothing that ginger ale, vapor rub, and some grit won't fix. Grit. So what'd it do? How's it going? my God, Cass. Yes, you're here. You returned. How's it going? How's it going? How's farm life treating you? Because right now, I think, I don't know, the getting ready to get hammered with snow, nice. Yeah, I wish I could do that, but I am insanely sick. Not insanely, but you know, I got sick. Yeah, it was pretty bad yesterday. You know, I had a fever. It was so bad I could feel. I felt it in the back of my eyeballs. I had like a splintering headache. Like it was. But you know, some tea and a nap got me. You know. Got me better. You guys are getting snow? Man, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting nothing. Yeah. Lucky. I'm also starting a new job. I am going to be. I'm not going to be. I'm a sub para. Now, you know, one question that I have gotten over, you know, over my time as a sub para is like, hey, you want this? Do you want this to be a career? It's like, I mean, you know, no. I just want to be comical. I just want to be an artist. This is just still working with kids. Yep, but you know, instead of multiple or several, it's just gonna be one, just the one-to-one. And it's going to be from 8 to 2:50. And once I inevitably have to, you know, let my part-time go at the after-school program, my time will be, you know, freed up a lot more. So, you know, it's kind of a good thing. So I think the one thing I'm kind of dealing with is like, you know, it's like, I don't know, I'm a sub-para, and sub-paras get to, you know, they get to switch schools. And I kind of want to switch schools to a school near me, but it's like, oh, okay, but you know, it's like, yeah, it's near you, but like, what are the drawbacks? Like, what kind of kid am I getting? Am I gonna have to change this kid? You know, is he kind of like a kid with like, you know, violent outbursts? I mean, probably not that bad, but you know, I don't know. I'm just getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. My girlfriend's brother does that. It's hard work. And yeah, it is. It is. I think like a day, I think it just requires patience. Lots of it. you need patience to work with kids. And I surprisingly have a lot of it. Though I think the kid that I have now, I'm not gonna say his name, but it's like one thing about him is that he's like barely even like in class most of the time. Like most of the week he's like insanely late. And then, you have like one day out of the week he isn't even here. So it's like, so instead of him, I'm gonna have to help the teacher with the lesson. And that poses its own like challenge. Okay. I think I have a lot of people in my family that work in the education system. But yeah, I'm doing that. Are you still gonna work on your own comic story? I think, like with paraprofessional jobs, like it's really from like 8 to 2:50, and then like like around like I don't know, possibly maybe 4 to 11:30. So I think I'll have enough time to work on my graphic novel. After you're done after you do your shift, you have most of the day to yourself, because basically it's like you're working in a school, and schools, they mostly end at 3, so. And I have no student debt to pay off, so yeah. I just might still work on it. No, I just need to get used to this new job. I'm excited to see it come to fruition. Okay. The one thing I need to do is... By the way, how's my Wonder Woman looking? Looking good. I think the one true challenge is to not burn out. That's something that Ryan had to deal with. I don't know. Get turn. Nice. Honestly, I feel like teachers are very underrated in society. I feel like they should be getting paid more. And hold on. Okay, then we have the crown because she's a queen. Yes, queen. All right. Hopefully I can. Yeah, well, trying to put some thing. I didn't want to think. I didn't want the stream to get a bit too boring. You know. Didn't want the stream to get a bit too boring. Alright. Zelda music? Alright. No. I don't want to know about the cost of smoking. Better? Does this please you? My viewership? 7 people are watching now. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, my dad used to smoke. Is he still alive? Okay, that's Squeaklington. Squeaklington. Hello, Squeaklington. How's it going? He's still alive? Okay, very much? Okay, nice. Oh, hey. Smoking's a habit. How's it going? Yes, he's still alive? Okay. My bad. Didn't mean to touch a nerve. I mean, I don't know, it's smoking. We're like, Yes. Chat. Everyone say hello to the wonderful Squeaklington. And also, what kind of question is that? I'm sorry about that. I mean, okay. Well, I wasn't looking at the chat. I was looking at Wonder Woman. Okay, I was looking at trying to make this piece work. Give me a second. You don't have more than one profile pic can handle, unlike some people in this stream. Acidic trauma. But yeah, no, hey, I think, hold on. I think I'm getting better. Something's really interesting is happening here. Am I getting better at drawing women right now? Because this is really good. Oh, Cass. You seeing this right now? It's you're a woman. Is this good? Please, I need some help. She's looking good. All right. Good. Thank you. I quite like this art. It looks wonderful. Why, thank you, Squeaklington. I'm glad you like it. I think... Glad you didn't give her a tiny button nose. Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah, I didn't. I feel like, it's like Wonder Woman, it's like, she's kind of like this symbol of like feminine power, right? Like the divine feminine and all that. And, I always pictured her with a very like powerful nose. Like I've always pictured her with like, kind of like a schnoz. I always adore seeing different nose shapes in art. Yeah. I think a lot, like when it comes to art, a lot of people kind of like draw, they draw very, they don't, there's something called same face syndrome that's happening in art. And I feel like if you don't give, people like, kind of like a distinct look or feel, it makes the art go dull. And also, it's like it's like I feel like, with Wonder Woman, it's like I feel like, I don't know, it's like she doesn't need to, we love power noses, conventionally attractive features, aka white-centric features. Yeah, because I think, I don't know, I could be wrong with Greek being Mediterranean, but I think Greek culture is Mediterranean culture. And Mediterranean culture, it's like, I could be wrong, but, it's like powerful noses there. Sometimes you kind of, you gotta, Wonder Woman isn't, this just insanely beautiful white woman. She has like, she comes from like the Greek, she comes from like from Greek mythology. No, ad. She isn't Sydney Sweeney. She's canonically not white. Yeah, no, she's Greek. She's Mediterranean. She isn't Sydney Sweeney. She has, Sweeney. But, it's like you can't just, gotta give her, some very distinct, features. And I feel like that's kind of one thing that I'm trying to figure out. It's like, how do I do this without going too far? Because it's like there's giving a person distinct features. It's like, and then there is how do I do this, but not have it look like, well, damn, okay, that just came out of nowhere. I never have this issue with my art because I draw really silly noses that have a very cartoon art style. You know what? Okay, that's cool. You know what? Squigglington, I'd like to see some of your art if you can. I have to go. I'm on a quest to draw friends' orcs. I shall see you so. Well, you can't draw some orcs and still hang out with your bros. Come on, it's Friday. It's Friday. You shall be missed. Did I ever finish drawing Beth Rose? Who's Beth? Matter of fact, hold on. I want to see your channel, Squigglington. Okay. I like it. Subscribe. Okay, Squigglington. Alright. By the way, I subscribed to you. I'm still working on that line art I posted in Discord. Oh, I saw that. That's awesome. I think it's on the whip. I very much like this. The Koitume Ana Alem Aegis. This is for your D&D group. That is awesome. I wish I had a D&D group. I don't know. I feel like the only thing I have time to draw, time to do is just, go to work, stream, and that's about it. I was never invited to a D&D group. Matter of fact, it's kind of funny. In high school, I was literally invited to a party, an actual party. I was invited to that first instead of a D&D group. How is that not wild? It's like the nerds don't want to, the nerd doesn't want to hang out with you, but it's like, but the jocks, the socially inept kids, like, hey, want to come to this party? It's like, wait, really? It's like, I thought it was gonna, high school. Who cares? I played 2 different campaigns every week. Man, see, if I were in D&D, bro, I would have been absolutely awesome. Like the characters, the voices I would pull out in a D&D, and we play online. Wait, you play D&D campaigns online? That's awesome. The voices I would pull, I'd make an excellent warlock. It's like, I'd be like, celestial bodies turn to ash. What more do you want from me? How many more? Or must die by my hand to appease you? When will my painful existence be washed away by the peaceful black void? Like, that'd be... Exactly. Be a voice actor? Maybe. Probably not. He cooking? Hey. Thank you. Thank you. I agree with Squeak. Be a VA. You know what? That is something I would like to try. Just, maybe I'll make a comic book in my spare time, do some VA work on it, and then that'll be my thing. Full. Like, I sound like a Cockney orphan half the time. I can never sound that cool. I feel like this comes from decades of me just really liking these badass voice characters. I think also it's just, I feel like I also kind of do a lot of movie trailer voices. It's like one man. No, it's not good. One man, one mission, one desire. Kevin Hart is a tortilla salesman. So right now, bam! I usually don't do any crazy accents. I'm more subdued in my character voices. The voices. What? What happened? Honestly, I think I have the most fun doing impressions of Trump. That's when I really just have fun. It's like, oh, Erica, you? Good voice, thank you. Erica, you're doing great. Keep going down there. You're almost as good as me. Almost as good. Please God, no? No? Okay. Hold on, no, hold on. Nah. Nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. You're gonna love this. I swear to God. Trust. It's going to be funny. Just give the damn thing a second to load. Okay, so this is essentially Trump and don't leave. What do you mean? Oh, come on. You're losing me. Fine, I won't do it. Come on, I thought you'd like this. I thought you'd love this. I was gonna do the whole Brokeback Mountain monologue, but instead of Jake Gyllenhaal and whoever and the guy who played Joker from the Dark Knight, it would just be Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. But okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll stop. Okay. poison that beautiful movie with that impression. Okay. Okay. Fine. It would have been insanely funny though, but okay. You know what? How about this? Instead of doing that, I'll just do the Lich monologue from Adventure Time. Not in Trump's voice. I'm gonna give this an honest to God try. Would you like that? I have a Billy Joel song stuck in my head. Yeah. I actually kind of want to do the monologue though. What, the Adventure Time thing? Someone might be getting a little sidetracked. Well, no, I'm not getting sidetracked. I can do two things at the same time. So, Lich monologue, yay or nay? No wonder why he doesn't get any projects done. Okay, okay. That's a bit hurtful. Ouch. Ouch. Yay? Okay. Just give me a second. Okay, so I think I'm done with the absolute warm-up. Milo exists. Okay. Yes, Milo exists. And he has been torturing me for the past year now. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Lich monologue real quick. Yep. I'm gonna do my best here. Alright. I need some water first. Okay. I do it once, then I get back to what I was doing. For you are alone, child. There is only darkness for you, and only death for your people. These ancients are just the beginning. I will command a great and terrible army, and we will sail to 1 billion worlds. We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength. I am the end, and I have come for you, Finn. Alright. Let's get back to it. Alright. Oh, wait. So, what do you think? Alright. This comes from years of talking to yourself like a psychopath. Anyways, I'm working on my fourth post of the night, and I'm going to be just give you a little info dump on one of my OCs. I haven't started yet, but I need for the public trust. The stream, you gotta stay. You should do Theoden's speech at minus Trith. Wait, Tolkien? Okay. I'm going into this completely blind. Alright, so arise now, riders of Theoden. Dire deeds awake. Dark is it eastward. Let horse be bridled, horn be sounded. Forth, Erlingas, I don't know. Arise, riders of Theoden. Fell deeds awake, fire and slaughter. Spear shall be shaken, shield be splintered. A sword day, a red day, ere the sun rises. Ride now, ride to Gondor. Alright. Not the best I could do, but, you know. I would have been amazing in a D&D group. But nah, they wouldn't invite me. Alright. Man. Yeah, do you do this all the time in like a D&D? Because if that's the case, I don't know, maybe that could be a side hustle. I hear a lot of people like they're like dungeon masters for a living. Not a lot of people. It's a niche job, but you know, I think.
Scribe is how you stop explaining.
Go away. Broken Blade. Hey! Oh my God, you're here. You're here. Hit the like, guys. Yes, hit the like, please. Help me get to 120. Hail, Broken Blade. Hail, Broken Blade. While his sword might have been destroyed in the heat of battle, his spirit remains indestructible. That sounds tempting. Yeah. And how long are like campaigns? Because like the weekdays, like my schedule, it's about to change. But right now it's like it's very chaotic. You know, like 2 others. I don't know. My schedule's really chaotic. Right now, I'm like, I'm barely juggling 2 jobs. I don't know. Maybe when my life is like more in order, and I can manage time well. Despite, maybe, but the whole story in like an hour. I'll think about it. I will think about it. Also, Broken Blade. How you liking this Casca? I do a lot of one-shots for beginners. Yeah. I'll think about it, man. I'll think about it. Looks great. Amazing. But that's it? Alright. That is completely fine. I have UHM. What is that? Alright. I need some tissue. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, take some toilet paper, cough into it, and come back. Talk amongst yourselves. You did an escape room today? Nice. That is awesome. I wonder what that's like. Never been on one. Honestly, it's kind of it's kind of funny. I saw something on Instagram about an escape room. Okay, so basically, there was one dude. It's pretty easy compared to the Upside Down, but fun. All right. There's one dude who essentially would ahead of time would go to an escape room, and essentially he would learn how to solve all the puzzles himself, so that when he would take a date there, he would essentially kind of like solve it and impress her. Guys, I'm squeak now. I mean, I like Squeaklington. Nice. That is nice. Also, everyone loves drawing. Yep. No. I don't want the copyright strike. Come up with a concept. It's good to look forward to things, Marlo. Yeah, I think if you're a bit depressed, you gotta have a full plate, you know? It helps to have a full plate. As of recent, I'm doing concerningly good. I've come out of a long depressive episode and all my little funky projects are finally taken off. So, doing absolutely wondrous. Nice. I think, it's like sometimes, keeping a full plate is something as, is something as small as like, say, your job or, projects, like try to have like a full life. See it, I don't know, I like, granted, obviously like the main solution is to see a therapist, but with the rising costs in healthcare in this country, it's like, you know, you know, you know. Man, I suck at rendering buildings. I get perspective well enough, but it always seems like I'm missing something. All right, I like to see it. I never had the option to see a therapist. Yeah, it's understandable. Rising costs in healthcare. I mean, like, I think recently we're going through the. So, like, how I broke up with my girlfriend the one night? I mean, yeah. I had a year of bad, expensive things happening to me. I would like the universe to move on, yet still I persist. Hey, man. Gotta bear that cross. Nah. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I mean, Broken Blade. You can like DM me a screenshot. I like to see your work so far. Also, if you're a fan of this quality content, be sure to. I simply do not draw buildings. I can't make something ugly if I do not make it. What? Nah, that's kind of like the fun of art. The fun of art for me is it's like the joy of making shit is it's like you marginally suck less and less and less at it. That's the joy. Cool, post in your Discord. I mean, you are in love. Everything I make is ugly. Ah, come on. Nah, no, it isn't. All right, you're still young. You're still you're still, you're still figuring things out artistically. Don't be so rough on yourself. All right. But I'm not gonna lie. There is this expression where it's like they're like inside you, there are like a couple thousand bad drawings. Just get them out. Just get them out of you. Just gotta get those bad drawings out of you. For me, this is bad drawing number 2,438. Yeah. That's a habit that a lot of people pick up, unfortunately. Okay, I also have 800 other hobbies like tomorrow. I have to make 4 custom frames for some Christmas gifts I'm giving. Nice. Yeah, just keep doing it. Keep doing it. You think you think at the age of 13 or 11, I popped out and made this just off the dome? Nah. I started off with terrible drawings of Spider-Man in my Naruto computer. No, not Naruto computer, in my Naruto notebook that I carried around all the time. Hmm. Nice. Lock in. You do that. You lock in. This motherfucker is locked. And I'm happy with most things I create. There you go. There you go. It's awesome. That's how you do it. People tell me I'm wise. Totally. I mean, I don't know. Kids tend to have some wisdom. I don't know. They have some wisdom to them. Sometimes, it's like kids, they're living like this, like very simplistic. They have like this simplicity of life, right? They have a simple view of life, and sometimes, as adults, we overthink stuff, and then, once in a while, you're talking to a kid, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, and then they hit you with some nuggets of truth. You're like, oh my god, that's actually good advice. It's like, I didn't know kids could give it good advice. Normally they would say and do stupid stuff all the time. Thanks, kid. And then they just run off. I don't know. This week I've been speedrunning learning Nomad scope so I can 3D print my D&D character minis. Not going well, but I will conquer. You know what? That is awesome. I have been trying to get back into sculpting because I wanted to be able to make my own reference and not be so reliant on Pinterest for most of the time. And I quit easily. And that is something that I should just be ashamed of. It's like, nah, we don't quit. We don't quit. Never back down, never what? Never give up. And, get back on Blender. Get back on DAZ 3D. What are you doing? What are you doing? Also, you know what? I should post this. Just get this over with, right? Rendered it to the best of my. Actually, no. Give me a second. Sorry about that. No. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm getting a PragerU ad right now. I saw that and I was gonna be like, no! No! No, you stay away. Ew. Yeah. Remember that cringy thing where they tried to make, like, you know, Christopher Columbus seem like a decent person? Or, like, they tried to, like, justify slavery? It's like, hey, if it weren't for slavery, African Americans wouldn't be in America today, the greatest country in the world. And it's like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Do you know what it took for African American people just to get basic rights? Come on, dog. We're just gonna ignore the Tulsa riots. We're just gonna ignore, like, many times where African American people try to, you know, gain some leg up in American society just for it to get stamped down by the Ku Klux Klan or the police or both. Come on. Come on. Come on, dog. You're killing me here. Come on. Stop. Stop it. Get some help. Ah, man. Exactly. Willful blindness. Hey. You can't see it, but I'm putting my fist up. Yeah. Then again, you know, that's what you get when you're dealing with the GOP, you know. That's what happens when you get a group of people who, you know, who worship capitalism instead of God, you know. It's just sad. It's just sad. That's what you get when you're profits over people. Alright. Anyways, I'm currently attempting to learn how to use Macromedia Flash 8 so I can use that, but the pilot episode of the show my best friends are producing. You know what? That's cool. Yeah, I think, you know, keep on doing it. I feel like in times where essentially the industry is kind of like, you know, it's very, you know, it's like it is where the industry is like what it is. Going the indie route is really a cool method. 3 degrees off center, courtesy of 3 a.m. half-conscious squeak. I mean, I feel like just try and focus on finishing one right now. I feel like if you give yourselves too much projects, you'll burn yourself out. I used to love using Macflash when I was young to animate figure battles and Warrior Cat AMVs. Nice. feel like though the Freerin one is a dead meme, I'm getting it way too late. But at this point, I might as well. So. This is very, I think, Cass, you're right when it comes to, Legends of Zelda music. This is very, very relaxing. I kind of needed this. I'm going to be honest with you. I needed this very much. After the week I've been having. After the week I've been having, man. Ah, boy. Yeah, nah. Nah, man. Just posted the pic on their webs. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay.
The McDonald's snack wrap.
God.
You brought it back. Ranch snack.
Go away. I don't want your snack wrap. Wait, hold on. Look up. And look, fits the vibes of your art. Why, thank you. I'm still getting used to this job. Still getting used to life as a 26-year-old. Right now, I feel like it's and I feel like I'm looking at it, Broken Blade. I like the details, and I kind of admire the work that you put in. But I feel like this would all look insanely good if you just put in some perspective, perspective work, some perspective. Quite frankly, perspective is very easy to implement. Oh, are those perspective lines? Where's the horizon line here? I feel like your storytelling is decent, and your figure drawing is really good. I know it's good. It's really good. It's better than most people, especially most people who want to get in the industry. But you really gotta get that perspective down. I think, I'll say this once and say it again. Look at Katsuhiro Otomo and his backgrounds. I think, well, not Katsuhiro Otomo. I think Satoshi Kon did the backgrounds. But either way, look at Akira. You can't go wrong with the backgrounds from Akira, bro. Horizon line, which pen? The first one. The first one. Over here. And as for this, I think those type of shots are sorry about that, Jet. These type of shots are like very difficult to manage, and it's like it's very cool that you tried. I feel like for this, you should do like you could use like you could use I think 2-point perspective. Then again, that's going to be very complicated to implement because like you're like the horizon line is going to have to be around this area, possibly like up high in this area, and it's above the panel at an angle. At least that was the intent. I mean, hey, it's you tried, and I can tell what it is, and honestly, that's more than enough. Honestly, just keep on like, quite frankly, it's like it does. Like honestly, the best advice I could give for you, dude, is just finish this comic book. Because I could critique you on like the technical stuff all day, every day, but in the end, I think the real goal when it comes to making any comic book is just finishing it. Because quite frankly, I have a lot of, unfinished projects under my wing that I'm kind of ashamed to admit. There's more than I would like care to admit. There's more than I would care to admit. There's more than I would care to admit, and if I did, I would burst into a ball of flames from the mere shame. I think the hardest part of like being 26 and having a day job, like it's more or less like it's dealing with the fact that it's like I'm in a job and I don't want this to be my career. I want art to be my career, and there's a little voice inside me where it's like, God damn it, how much longer? How much longer am I going to have to deal with this? When will I make stuff for a living? When? I know. You gotta have a separation of work and life. Yes, I understand. But as it's like no one dreams of like, oh, I when I'm older, I want to work at sales in Stanley and Co. and then play in a cover band on weekends. I bet we're dealing with that for decades. Yeah. honestly, with me, I'm a substitute paraprofessional. I think one thing I'm heavily considering doing is like, I got nominated by school, but I'm thinking of like switching schools over to over to a school that's like really near my house, so that getting home will be so much of a hassle, and I'll have more time to do this, draw, paint, live stream. And it's like, damn, is that the good move? It's like, what if the person I get is like, it's like, what if the child that I get, it's like, what if I have to change him? What if he's like a kid who's prone to emotional outbursts? And I can handle those, but I can handle those. What if he's like what if I have to change him though? It's like, maybe that's the thing I might have to deal with. I did sign up for this job. I'm going to get there. Thank you. Thank you for feeding my delusion. Thank you. I really needed that. I wonder if Cass is still here. I hope she is. I chose the path. Yes. I am just drawing. Nice. We are a band of brothers. I want to work at a stereotypical 9-to-5 office job. I think that'd be funny. Yeah, nah. At this point, nah. I would be hit with so much malaise. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I'd be one of those people where it's like, I don't know. I end up in like a terrible accident, and like, looking back on it, I joke about, it's like, hey, at least I don't get to go to work tomorrow. Am I right, fellas? It's like, yeah. Oh my God, I hate. It's like, let's laugh about how we all hate our jobs. Just living a life of malaise. The same stuff over and over and over again. Also, welcome back, Rose. Glad you're here. By the way, Swicklington, if you are new here and you like the content that I'm putting down, feel free to, hit that subscribe button. If not, that's also okay. It's your life. And to anyone else who might be watching, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach that 120. Really? Let's see. Heh. Oh my God, 118. 118 subscribers. Let's go. Yeah, nah. $118. Let's go. Let's do this. I am dangerous. Woo! Also, I think I might need to shorten Casca's hair a little bit, but that's not what matters right now. 118 subscribers. Woo! This is it. This is what it's all about. Things are coming up. Things are coming up, Millhouse. Let's go. Alright, let's go. It's 12 a.m. Alright. I think I can keep going for longer. Because it's Friday. Where's my... Yep. You don't need any? Alright. You know what I want? I want some sweatpants. If I'm gonna keep on drawing like this, I want to feel cozy. Let's pull an all-nighter totally. I have work to do. Alright. I don't know, man. I have limits. I'm 26 now. You have school? Isn't it Saturday? It is Saturday, dude. You have school on Saturday? I'm sorry about that, man. Wait, where are you specifically? Because if that's the case, then we are in totally different time zones. Because right now, I had school on Saturday, and it sucked. I hated it. You're in California. Okay, makes sense. You're a couple hours behind me.
For centuries, women's health has been incomplete.
My school ends on Thursday. It's only Monday to Thursday. I am so jealous of you. It's like, motherfucker, I wish... You know how much I wanted this as a kid? I would have killed to have that. God. I need a blanket. Got my blanket? I want a blanket now. Alright. I want a blanket now. You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. Give me a second. Recline and take a nap? Nah. I got a Costco to finish. Anyway, and then after the Costco, I gotta do this. I have to finish the entirety of this. Oh. Got it. Okay.
All right, everyone, listen up.
Wake Up Dead Man is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. What? It's fun.
I'm back. I gotta finish this. Anyway. I don't know, I feel like your dad shouldn't do it. I feel like a dentist should do it. I ate some pizza and it's cracked. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. get some water. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. You know what gave me the biggest of seconds? I think I might have left the thing on. Winter, well, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Just what I miss? Everything. You missed everything. You missed everything. I went to get some water, and then I then got a blanket because I'm cold. Nah, don't listen to Rose. Don't listen to Rose. Alright? You miss everything. Everything, bro. Everything. The call? My bad. Hey, I didn't leave. I didn't leave. I went to get some water. And a blanket. Because I'm cold. Okay? Get your facts right. Fake news. No, stop. Get thine facts right. Oh, by the way, did you see the new Street Fighter? What's the temperature in New York? Yeah, 27 degrees. $27 degrees right now. I gotta stop zooming in. It's 27 degrees right now. You know what?
JCPenney's mystery sale means everyone's a winner.
You know what? I'm gonna look for something with less ads. Oh, ooh. All right. 26 degrees for me right now. Man. Rose. I don't for the next couple of months. I don't want to hear you talk about how chilly it is in California. I don't want to hear you talk about how cold it is in California. Oh my god, it's so chilly in California, you guys. It's like me, Broken Blade, and acidic trauma will look at you and be like, child, you do not know the meaning of cold. You do not know the meaning. Don't talk to me about cold. It's actually really warm. Alright. Damn. Do I hit it? Nah. Count your blessings. You've been to New York. Any thoughts? was so cold. So cold. It's like, have you ever been, and we didn't know it was gonna be cold? What month did you visit? Do you remember the month you visited? Remember? Oh, because, you know, it's like if you were visiting in like February, cold. November, cold. December, definitely cold. January, yes. February, yes. It's just cold. April or May. Then again, you know, it could get real cold around March too, for some reason. I don't know, probably because of global warming. And you should have brought a sweater or something. If it's April. Like a jacket. Sweater. You would have been good out there. Yeah, nah. That won't suffice. Lock in for a second here. Hmm. 65 degrees. Where do you live, Broken Blade? I think it's like in the south. I forget the state. I'm not gonna call it, but I will get up and you know, like stretch my legs a little bit. I'll be right back. Keep conversating amongst yourselves.
This crime truly appears impossible.
There's some Scooby-Doo stuff going on here.
Scooby-Doo.
It's fine. It's all good. All right. Yeah. Okay, fine. Project Moon. And also a DJ.
A toasty Thomas.
Start with that. Hopefully this will get me struck. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. By the way, since this is the weekend, expect me streaming again tomorrow. You know? hope you don't hold it against me. But I'm gonna call it. Squeaklington. I'm sorry if I couldn't go as far as you can. I am getting older, but you can. You can do some work to the link I sent. Do some work to the link I sent you. I'm gonna have a good night. I'm gonna do the exit ritual. Okay, so you all could have been somewhere else, but you decided to be here. Thank you all. Blow you a kiss. I love you, platonically, of course. This has been a stream. I hope you liked it. I bid you adieu. Goodbye. I'm going to get there. Thank you. And yes, AI is an art. Pick up a pencil and be creative. Alright? You have this divine spark that lays dormant within you. Do not let society smother that. And do not let society outsource creativity and storytelling to these soulless corporate conglomerates. Alright? Thank you.